Движение.
Henry, are you all right?
Вот. Смотри, что надо сделать.
Pater noster, qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum, veniat regnum tuum, fiat voluntas tua, sicut
Скажи,
in
стрим был
cielo
нормальный.
et in terra.
What are you doing?
Кто такая?
Henry, are you all right?
Так, что тут надо вообще сделать-то сейчас? Например, вчера мы, значит, пытались разбить ебало пьяницы, но безуспешно, потому что это игрой не предусмотрено вообще в принципе. Закидали там дом немцы говном. Сейчас нас тоже вот отправили, что-то там делать, нахуй. Ничего непонятно. Ну, видимо, что-то взять здесь надо. Посмотрим сейчас. Так, идти принести гвозди. Для Терезы. Так, гвозди у нас. Что-нибудь спиздить можно? Гвозди явно... Ага, вот здесь, наверное, это... Что у нас? Наверное, какой-нибудь парлор. Гвозди для Терезы... Наверное, так и называются. Ну, мы сделаем проще. Возьмем нахуй вообще все. Это же как бы мой дом, правильно? Что за глупую? Украсть? Конечно, я же себя дома, я могу воровать у себя спокойно. Все, брать, сейчас лучок, тут все нахуй. Все, что плохо лежит, блядь. Все возьмем нахуй. Вот тут, блядь, яблок нахуй. Тут вообще закачаешься, блядь. О. Отмычки хуй. Ну ладно. В принципе. Опа, 105. Все за... Опа. Абсолютно не имею понятия, зачем. Ты чё, старый хуй? Пьянь пришла. Ну ты охуел. Ты вообще... Ты чё тут, блядь, делаешь, сумасшедший? Пьянь, иди нахуй отсюда. Иди, говорю, на...
Hey, watch it, lout.
Иди нахуй. Пошел отсюда, пошел, блядь. Пошел, говорю, блядь, с участка нахуй. Петух, блядь. А, и чё, блядь, она сейчас будет бегать и как ебанутая теперь, да? Ну и чё? Давайте... Раз уж полностью... ну ладно. Так, ну... Чё она там бегает? Не совсем понятно вообще, нахуя она это делает. Тереза, блин. Ну давайте попробуем до нее дойти. Если не получится, ребутнем просто и все. Тереза, здорово. На, гвоздите. Что ты там хотел? Блять, бесит только то, что тут до диалогов какая-то загрузка ебаная.
Thanks.
Это
So,
nails.
how's Bianca?
She's fine. Why do you ask?
Just wondering, will you be going to the dance this evening?
We will.
Maybe we'll see each other there. Anyway, mustn't keep you. I'll be on my way. That sword is truly
Да
beautiful.
тебя ебет, с кем я буду там танцевать вообще нахуй. Иди отсюда. Шаболда, блять.
Fine lass, eh?
А, са, бля.
So, come and see this.
Ебучий бритый,
It's time
блять.
for the trial by fire. We did a fine job.
I would expect nothing less from such a renowned swordsmith.
Those days are gone, sir.
You haven't lost your skills, though.
Да! Красавчик.
Would you like to try it?
Sir, what good is a sword to a
Let him
commoner?
try it.
Хуя себе сам пан говорит. Ты чё, блядь, кузнец? Попутал, что ли, нахуй? Это я. Здорово.
You still have a lot to learn. Ask your father to show you how. He knows what he's about.
Learning his trade will serve him better in life, sir.
Perhaps. But who knows what the future holds for each of us. I see that you almost have it finished.
It just needs a polish, then Henry will bring it to you.
Excellent. Fine work. Very fine. A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer. What say you, Svan?
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently. How odd to find such an accomplished swordsmith working in a place like this. A man of his talent would have no problem making a fortune in Prague or Vienna.
You're right. It's a very long and peculiar story.
I'd be glad to listen to it over a cup of wine, but duty calls, and I must leave. Here you are. Learn from your father. He truly is a master of his craft.
I'm sure our paths will cross again.
He certainly will.
Once it's ready, send your son up to me with it. Good work, Martin.
Sir.
It's been an honor, Sir Ispan. Have a safe journey to Sasau.
The honor is mine, Sir Radzik. Thank you for the hospitality.
A long, peculiar history. That was a long time ago. I might tell you about it sometime, but not today.
Чисто стандартная хуйня, блядь.
Will you teach me how to use it like Sir Radzik said?
Why?
Well, it could come in useful. Maybe I'll travel a bit before settling down. I'd like to know more than the tavern on the green and the forge.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house.
You talk as if you've seen it happen.
A man my age has seen a lot. Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits, like keeping your head on your shoulders. I want to end my days in Skalitz, here, beneath the linden tree and by your mother's side.
Well, so do I, one day. But first, I'd like to see the world, meet new people.
Meet them or beat them.
Meet. You have to keep going on about it.
Then you've no need to learn swordplay.
A messenger.
He was in a hurry. What's happened?
О! Так сказать, здрасте. Не пригодился тебе меч. Ну все, блядь, и бьянку выебал, и станцевал. Молодец, блядь.
Listen to me, Al. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else important from the trunk. Go to the castle. Hurry.
What about you?
Не, ну конечно, батя же не может с ним убежать.
I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
А, ну мать там,
No.
мать.
You do what I say right now.
Give the sword to Sir Radzik. If anything happens, he'll take care of it. He owes me.
Come on, we're closing!
Move it, people!
Come on!
We're running
Come
out of
on!
time! Oh, Henry! Thank God! Get inside quick! We have to shut the
Keep
gates!
running, people! Come on!
Mind this for me.
Are you mad? You can't go back! Ah.
Get through the gates!
Ну и хуй ты встал, иди, блядь, спасайся.
Come on, Hal! You can still make it!
Run!
Find a horse! Ride to town, Merc! Tell them what's coming! Warn them!
Run by the moats! There's a path down there! Jump down from the wall and flee!
Да, конечно. Трагичненько складывается судьба у Генри. Ничего не скажешь. Блядь, ебучие только долгие загрузки в игре, это вообще пиздец напрягает. Так. Так, хорошее название для задания. Скачи вторым вверх, найди лошадь. Вижу лошадь. Осталось не добраться. Через забор сейчас не пройдешь, вон лошадь есть. Блять, вот как можно было проебать этот туториал, ебаный в рот. Так, ну с этими хуеплетами ничего нельзя. Так. Ты чё, ёпт? Подожди. Друг. Да я слово, блять, на твоем не понимаю, ёбаный. Ты отди нахуй ты, блять, подожди. Да иди в пизду. Ну, это, конечно, ты все молодец, да, но... Давайте как-нибудь это нахуй. Меч-то хоть я возьму. Да подожди, блять, мы еще с тобой это нахуй. Ну ты вообще ебать, вы молодцы, ребята. Красавцы просто. Просто молодцы. Да, давайте. Ебать. Охуительно. Просто красавцы. Блять, Найс поиграл. Спаси Терезу. А как нахуй я ее спасу, блять? Меч пана Радзика есть нахуй. Ну давайте-ка мы его... Ты не можешь задерживаться. А кулаком, значит, нахуй могу потарахтеть здесь, да? какие-то, блядь, басурманские отряды, нахуй, нападают. Герой, блядь, вафел, на печи всю жизнь пролежал, батя, нахуй, не соизволил даже мечом научить владеть. Ну тут всему пришла пизда, нахуй, он встал, посмотрел, как родители убили, и сейчас будет смотреть, как ебут его тёлку. Ну, вообще охуительно просто. Блять, ну вот надо хоть заново начинать, проебал всю хуйню. Да я не вас звал! Да ёбаный в рот! Пацаны, вы, блядь, не так поняли нахуй меня. Так, давайте мы закончим это все дело, блядь. Я просто убегу. Неплохо получилось, да? Хуя ты. Полстрелы, блядь, в ногу. Вошло. А, ну давайте теперь доверьте мне управление. Пол хп я ОФК не будет сейчас. Охуеть управление, пиздануться просто.
Left. Hamburg is to the left, along the stream. Warn the others. They tore at Skalitz.
Везде что-то кресты, блядь. Так, ну и что вы мне предлагаете делать? За мной эти ебаные татары эти гонятся, блядь. Хупами в каком количестве.
Run for it. Flee.
Так, ну с хипичами все очень уже плохо. Блядь, обернешься, не обернешься, блядь, на геймпаде играешь. Что-то да, уже хуёвит персонажу совсем. И это прям видно. Стреляют еще козлы. Ну ты красава, он мир посмотрел.
Quickly, everyone! Get your asses here!
Hey! And loose! Hanyo! Who's in there?
Quickly! We're closing the gate!
Someone give him a drink.
And bring hot wine and bandages. Tell me, boy, who are you, and where are you from? What in hell's name happened?
I've come from Skalitz. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the
A
ground?
huge army. They attacked without warning. And they weren't Czechs or Germans either.
Who then?
I don't know. I've never seen armor like it or heard their language. Maybe Tatars?
Хуя как я с татарами угадал.
Tartars, you say? Well, we'll deal with that later. First, let's have a look at that leg of yours. Grit your teeth, boy. I'm gonna pull that arrow out.
Ну да, конечно, наверное, немножко неприятная хуйня. Стрелу, блядь, доставать.
Easy. All done. You were lucky, lad. The arrow missed the bone. It only needed bandaging, and I've done that often enough before. War is a good teacher. Can you stand? There you go. Good as new.
Thank you.
Have you idlers nothing better to do? Get back to work. You'll have to speak to Lord Divish. Can you manage?
Хуя у него какой-то не бритовский акцент. Просто никакой акцент.
Sir, this is a survivor from...
I heard, Robard. Tell me, boy, what exactly happened? Did you see the ensigns of the attackers? And were there any more survivors?
So, I don't know what army it was, but it was huge. There were dozens of banners flying on the hill above Skalitz. The ones who did the slaughtering spoke a strange language. They burned Skalitz to the ground. But a lot of people took refuge in the castle. I wasn't quick enough. And as I fled, they shouted from the battlements that I should come and warn you.
The soldiers the boy didn't recognize. They could be those Cumans of Sigismund's. It said they came to Hungary from the east, and now they're the core of his army. Sacking Gutenberg must have given him a taste for stolen silver.
Skalitz is a small castle, sir. If Sigismund attacks, they can't hold.
Indeed, Sir Robard. And our small garrison would be no help, even if we could risk sending them.
You think we're next in line?
Maybe. What's your name, boy?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith.
I know him. Did he make it inside the castle? I'm sorry. It's in God's hands now. No one else can help us. Anyway, thank you for risking your neck to warn us. Robard, take care of Henry. Make sure he gets something to eat and some rest.
Yes, sir.
And get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
As you command, sir.
Ну, все-таки правильно, что яблоки я спиздил с хаты. А то, блядь, мало ли что в жизни бывает. В Талленберг прискакали, хуй раз тут бывали. Таран-тан. Постель новая. Опа. А меч-то у меня остался.
You didn't forget to check the supplies like I told you yesterday?
No, sir. I checked and it seems everything is in order.
All right. But buy a couple of kegs of wine when you've done your other chores. Make sure it's good. No slop. You can
Так, что-нибудь мне тут есть, чем разживиться-то? Сесть, скрыть замок. Что-нибудь...
Hey, who's there?
Ну что, блядь, я дома у себя, иди, блядь, нахуй. Хузе, блядь. Ты что, блядь?
Oh, God damn it, my stomach hurts.
Ну вот куда-нибудь срыгнуть. Видимо сюда. Чё надо? Давай.
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach. I heard about your father. They say he was a swordsmith who moved to the countryside to make horseshoes. I can't understand why he'd waste his talents, but I'm sure he had his reasons. He had a fine reputation. It's a great loss.
Ah, milady. You are fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bojena here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master? Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
Хромает, смотри, блядь, ничего у него не зажило.
When you're
нормально.
done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the outer bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, milady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, yes, thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, man.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
You're that lad from... Hey! How rude.
Охуительно, блядь. Сторожка. Я отъебу, что такое сторожка, как она выглядит. У нас внутренний двор, видимо. Видимо, вот эта сторожка. Что значит с ума, интересно? Блять, тут зависимость еще от сытости там всей хуйни, блядь, просто пиздануться. Как все нахуй тут непросто в этой игре.
Today Today the patrols will be doubled. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood? Yes, sir.
Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady, no, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine. It's just what you need to help you sleep.
My lady, thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to, but to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you, but I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world, although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
Дебитис. Можно так? Давай.
You might be right, my lady. I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands. A fellow by the name of Kunnish owed money to Father, who sent me to collect it from him. Only Kunnish had no intention of paying. It got a bit heated, as often happens when there's money involved, but Kunnish still wouldn't cough up the coin. Father was too generous for his own good, letting even a scoundrel like that buy on credit.
Oh.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised Father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzig. The sword was taking shape when Sir Radzig himself came to have a look at it. He praised Father's work and said that with his smithing skills, he could easily make a living in Prague or Vienna.
You don't say.
But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town. A horde of soldiers was amassed. Pennants flapped in the wind, the armour glinted in the sunlight, and the horses whinnied impatiently. They were waiting for Sigismund to give the command to attack.
How awful.
And then death descended on Skalitz. Father told me to take shelter in the castle while he went to get Mother. She was stranded in the town, surrounded by Sigismund's butchers. And then I saw him knocking down one human after another. I never saw him fight like that. But then the leader of Sigismund's raiding party, a knight in full armour, saw Father and charged at him. But then the leader of Sigismund's raiding party, a knight in full armour, saw Father and charged at him. He cut down my father without a thought. And then he turned on my mother. And he murdered her in cold blood.
You poor boy. May the Lord have mercy on their souls.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle. I needed a horse to get to the safety of Talmberg and to warn you all.
And with all that was happening, you thought of others like a good Christian.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her. I had Sir Radzig's sword, and even though there were several of them and they were better armed, I had to try and save her. I wanted there to be at least one person I'd helped. And I succeeded, even though it almost cost me my life. After that, I stole a horse from them and rode off.
Like a valiant knight.
I'll never forget the horror. It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
That's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors you went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years? And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful. The best years are still ahead of you.
Would that that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep. I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
Not that I'm spoiling for a fight.
Не дают на Охотску поспать спокойно.
There's too few of us. At any rate.
Prepare for the worst. But don't be daunted by their numbers. Heed my commands, and all will end well.
Be a bit more careful. Hey, you men down there. Tell the people.
What's going on?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Why would Sigismund advance on Talmberg in the night? Especially since he's lost the element of surprise after the raid on Skalitz.
Maybe it's not him.
Then who is it? The scouts Divish sent to Skalitz to spy on Sigismund said he'd set up camp and is getting ready to storm the castle. And so Radzig is an experienced soldier. He'd surely hold the castle for quite some time. It doesn't make sense.
What else did the spies see?
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough, this huge storm started. And you were right. Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers, including all manner of mercenaries. An army like that costs a fortune. Well, anyway, we'll find out when they get here, won't we?
Aye, we will.
Halt! Who goes there? Lucifer and all his minions. Who else, Robber?
Sir Radzig, what a relief.
Is his lordship there with you?
Yes, sir, he is right here.
What are you doing up so late, Divish? At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
Well, Radzig, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men. As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a slit throat.
I'd say your grandfather was a wise man. Your messenger told us what happened.
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me. He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though.
Thank God.
A brave young man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
Thank God for this tempest. When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left us storming the castle for more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. The Lord be praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Tamber?
No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
What will you do then?
We'll march to Ratai. It's only a short way, and there we'll have a better chance of defense and enough room for all of these people. If Sigismund should come, better bend your knee, Divish.
There's no point dying in a battle that's futile.
You're right there.
Is that boy still with you?
I'm here, sir.
You have courage, lad. That I can't deny. I am sorry about what happened. Would you care to join us?
I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you mad? What do you want there?
I can't leave my mother and father. I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street. I'll join you once I've taken care of them.
Don't even think of going back there, you donkey. Are you tired of living?
But sir!
Quiet! I'm sorry about your father, but getting killed as well won't help him. Divish, make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmberg until things quieten down.
Not to worry, friend. Anyway, he's injured and needs to recover. I'll lock him up here as if he were Havel of Baldic.
I've seen you've grown a thick skin since your tribulation, sir. But thank you. We'll meet again when circumstances are more favorable. Farewell.
Farewell, friend, and good fortune. Give my regards to Sir Hanush.
I will. And good luck to you and your people too. These are dark times. Move out!
Anywhere, people! Move out! It's only a short way right there now.
Men, tonight we're on triple patrol. Sort out the watches between you as always. And if I catch anyone boozing, playing dice or slacking off, I'll probably break every bone in his body. I want you to keep a close eye on everything nearby. Sigismund will surely have sent spies, and likely men as well, to follow the Skalitz.
What is it you need?
I could use an extra pair of eyes, and yours are keen. Will you keep watch of the battlements with my men?
Is that a request or an order?
I'd rather it was a request you answered yes to.
Of course I'll help. I'll have to pay you back somehow after all you've done for me.
Splendid. And don't worry, I'll tell the men to relieve you later.
I have to eat something. My insides are shriveled up with the hunger.
А хули толку-то, блядь, если нихуя не видно, ёпт.
Wandering around like a stray sheep. Must be your first watch, eh? I don't think anything much will be happening today. You can just lean against the wall and wait till morning. I'll show you what's what.
I will. Thank you.
Jesus, look where you're going.
Jeez.
Hey! Is someone there? Are you serious?
Let's go! Let's go! Move it! Quick! Go! Go!
Все спиздим. Съесть нельзя, блядь.
See how the self-appointed king wins the love and respect of his loyal subjects.
Indeed, Robard. Sigismund of Luxembourg has a rare talent for winning people over to his cause. We may be in for a surprise, though. I don't think he will set his heathen dogs on us today.
Greetings, Lord of Talmberg.
That's the bastard who led the attack at Skalitz and killed my parents.
Don't be an idiot. Do you want to end up like them?
I am Sir Markwart von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia, who has resolved to strike against those who disrupt concord in the land and to restore order in the name of his brother, King Wenceslaus IV.
Restore order by burning and pillaging the king's estates.
Greetings, Sir Markwart. The efforts of the king's brother to bring order to this chaotic land are undoubtedly noble. It seems to me, though, that he and his army have somewhat strayed. As Burgrave of Prague Castle, I am entirely beholden to the king, and here in Talmberg divine peace reigned until your arrival. To what then do we owe the honor of your visit?
Yesterday, His Majesty took action against the enemy of the kingdom, the Ratsik Kobila, who has been using the silver from the Skalitz mine to fund insurrection against the crown. Unfortunately, the insurgent escaped. Would you happen to know, noble sir, where he might be at this time?
As far as I know, the Sir Radzik of which you speak is the king's hetman at Skalitz. I find it hard to imagine that he would rebel against our king. Nevertheless, I can assure you that Sir Radzik is not at Talmberg. He would be a fool indeed to flee from one castle, where he has little chance of defense, to another, where he has even less. Or do you take the view that my humble manner is any obstacle to your army?
Am I to inform the king then that the Ratsik Kobila is not at Talmberg and that he has your loyalty?
Sir Radzik Kobila is not here, and I have no intentions of getting embroiled in affairs from which I have nothing to gain.
Very well, sir. As you wish. I will relay your words to the king in the hope he will be as well disposed as you seem to be.
Those who have clean consciences and goodwill may find themselves well disposed even at moments like this, when there's little cause for joy. Farewell, sir.
Auf Wiedersehen.
My lord, you have my utmost admiration.
Get on with you, Robard.
What the hell?
Jesus.
Damn.
Are you serious?
На, вот как меню вызывает, блядь.
Put that weapon away, damn it. Remember you telling me you looked at the house to see what needed fixing to the window? Aye, I think to see the carpenter.
What the hell?
The hell?
I'll be with you.
Why did Sigismund burn down Skalitz and then come here too?
That's war for you, lad. Certain lords have resolved to take things into their own hands and eliminate anyone who doesn't share their view. Unfortunately, Sir Radzig is one of those. And what's more, he was sitting on a pile of silver that could help King Wenceslas's allies.
So Robard, I need to get to Skalitz.
What would you do there, lad? Sigismund might have left, but the place will be swamped with robber barons, brigands, deserters, and other vermin. And anyway, your lord commanded you to stay here.
So Robard, my parents died there. I can't leave them to be eaten by dogs. What would you do in my place?
Sorry, lad, but I won't take orders. You'll have to wait until everything settles down, and maybe your lord will change his mind.
Nobody. Prisoners in the front.
You never know if you'll come home from the fields alive. And the nobles are doing nothing about it.
That's great. A bit of extra coin never hurts.
Ну и, собственно, хули, что дальше-то, ёпт. Замок, хуямок. Люди, свиньи.
If only. It took me 2 bloody days to dig it out. I have to dig a trench.
Have you noticed how all the prices have gone up?
Если не пестись, то отсюда как-нибудь.
And we have two popes.
Значит, я пойму, где выход-то. Это...
I heard they
А, вот, здорово.
Good day to you.
I need to get out of here.
And I need a feather bed with a comely wench in it. But it looks like we'll both be disappointed. Sir Divish gave orders not to open the gate, and you especially are not to be let out.
Let me out, I say. Don't you know who I am?
Someone who's about to lose his teeth if he doesn't get lost quick?
My mother and father were left in Skalitz like carrion. I have to bury them. I can't leave them to the dogs.
I'm sorry, my friend, but I can't. You'll have to persuade Sir Robard, or think something up so I don't end up in the shit for it. Otherwise, forget it.
What am I supposed to think up?
How should I know? Maybe some disguise so I can say I didn't recognize you? If a Talmberg soldier turns up, all kitted out properly, in armor and a helmet, then of course I let him go. That's obvious.
All right, I'll have a look around for something. Is there someone here who trades in goods?
Hungry, are you? You should go and see the cook. She's good-hearted, especially if you come with some coin. For anything else, you should see a fellow called Votava. Folk aren't too fond of him, because he's as surly as a... But he can get you just about anything. I saw him by the granary. You'll recognize him easy. Damn!
Good health to you.
Be a bit more careful! You! What the hell are you fooling around here for? Be off right now, or I'll fucking see you off. God be with you. What are you doing here? No.
Пидорас настругал меня.
Believe it. Nobody could just...
Surely did.
Какой, сука, частной территории, блять, я тут живу нахуй. Так, ну вот это похоже больше на амбар уже. Где петуш, который что-то продает? Блять, ну какой-то рофл нахуй вообще. Иди, блять, найди, пойди, укради. Вот он, я здесь. Вот он, ты. Здорово. Чё хочешь?
God be with you. Can you tell me who I can buy something from or sell to?
You want Votovan, the fellow that fixes the weir at the Tomberg fish pond. He should be around the granary somewhere.
Хлебный амбар. Ну это, конечно, все... Конечно, охуительно. Хлебный амбар, блядь. Вообще непонятно нихуя.
That's what them foreign soldiers do, and worse.
Do nothing of the sort.
Ну так вот он ты, бля, ебаный дебил.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Can we trade?
If you've got the coin.
О, здорово. Сколько у меня грошей? Вообще не ясно. Репутация вижу, то есть состояние 0. Ха! Спасибо. Теперь понимаю, что он почему спасительный. А, это купить. Да ты охуел, что ли? Ну давай теперь продадим что-нибудь. Рубаху.
Let's have a word about the price.
Why not?
Here. And something for your trouble.
Well now, thank you very much.
Did you see them horrible foreign soldiers? Them would be so painful.
Так, теперь мне надо спиздить как-нибудь так, чтобы, блядь, ни пизды не получить. Да ёб твою мать.
Hey, what are you doing, poking around in that lock? This definitely won't come cheap. You'll learn. Crime doesn't pay.
You're making a serious mistake. If only you knew what you've just got yourself into. This won't end well for you.
My heart bleeds for you.
That's too much. I don't have that much coin.
You don't pay? You go to jail.
Put me in jail then.
You'll love it there. It's all set up specially just for the likes of you. And hand over all the stuff you stole.
Ну чё, пацаны, сидим, так сказать, в тюрьма ёбаный.
I hope you enjoyed your time in our little establishment.
Not much, actually.
Glad to hear it.
And can I go?
Go. Aye, you can, I'm sorry to say. Now bugger off and get yourself killed for all I care.
Ну... Что... Это тоже выход, в принципе. Неплохо получилось.
God be with you.
Have you got any work that needs doing?
Not much. Unless you're not averse to a bit of risk.
How do you mean?
As you can see, I tan hides. I can only buy them from the master huntsman, and he never gives me enough. I'd hunt them down myself, only he keeps a close watch on me. But you now...
Well, I don't think the master huntsman would be any happier about me hunting on his preserve.
He wouldn't, if he caught you at it. Look here, I'll pay a good price for whatever you bring me. And sometimes I have to fill an order and I need something in particular, in which case I would pay you extra. And if you help me out a few times, I might be able to teach you something useful.
Couldn't you use some hides?
I'm in need of boar hides, believe it or not. They don't make very good leather, but the cobbler uses it to make cheap shoes. And there's a lot of demand before autumn.
Где я, блядь, возьму тебе ебучую кожу кабана, блядь. Так, ну... Кожевник, да? Слышь, блядь, ну... Я хуй. Пойдем. Кабаны, кабаны, кабанчики. Сейчас бы вас нахуй. Ебать. Так это чё? Ну это явно не кабаны, блядь. Хотя хуй поймешь, чё. Да. Блядь, я за кабанами пришел.
Looks like they've already gone.
Ну ты как хотел, блядь. О, господи, блядь. Ну, хоть какой-то плюс. Сейчас признаюсь, блядь, не люблю этим заниматься, нахуй.